Season 1 concludes with Mine basically just getting stolen from her parents. The High Bishop tried to steal away from Mine as he realizes, oh, the parents are poor. That guy is absolute scum. And then what happens? Gunther's throwing hands against soldiers. So cool how he made the resolve to die. The mom stood on business. And Mine? Darth Mine. She got the crushing now, bro. She can direct her mana overflow and attack enemies. Now, this isn't a magical spell or really a technique, but she can like overwhelm an enemy with that mana pressure. The High Priest, he knows he fucked up too. But again, it's such a tricky situation where you can't really speak up. The High Bishop has all the rights to do whatever he wants, unfortunately, because it's a very corrupt system and it is what it is. Now, he did take us in. We got the privileges that we wanted, and a brand new story will now happen within the Temple of Mime being kind of like noble class of the Shrine Maidens. What kind of impact is it going to have on the other actual nobles there? What about the peasant class, right? I'm sure there's going to be a lot of drama, controversy, jealousy, a lot of targets on Mine's back now because of who she is and what she wants to do. Let's see what happens today. Fist bump, so cute. Poor? That voice though. Ordeals. Tell me about him. Apprentice Shrine Maiden. Shinden no Mikomi. She does not care about the faith at all. Just books. Okay. Little gap. Okay. What? I want to get ice. Imagine this is also like season 2 is like before the temple, and now we're set. And season 3 is now in the temple. That'd be crazy. Please don't. Please don't. Okay. Negotiations will be terrible. What's the lesson that we're going to tell Benno-san? Hey, how did the negotiations go? Did your words work? Nope. I basically used magic to use violence, and upon facing absolute violence, they couldn't say no, and then we won. Okay. Oh, this is blushing. So awkward. Cute. He needs to work on that. Oh yeah. I made them. That was cute interaction. Whoa, whoa. Okay, I thought I saw Mark's eye for a second. I was tripping. I really saw, for a frame, we saw Mark's eye. Never mind. Nope. Alright. What? Oh, it's not Mark. That's not Mark. That's some other guy that has Mark's similar hairstyle. How early? Okay. Terrible. Terrible, but we won. That's right, no peasantry here. Give us the privilege. No staying at the dorms. These kind of things are definitely gonna make her more of a target. So many people are gonna say she's so spoiled. Oh my god, you're so lucky, you know, you must be a fancy ass rich girl that gets to, you know, get bailed out. Like, there's gonna be a lot of resentment for her having these, you know, these privileges. She's not an orphan, so she can commute from home. Because if you're an orphan, you don't have it. I'm sorry. That was such a rhetorical, such an obvious statement that just hit out of nowhere. I'm a terrible person. Loot! Alright, we got loot. Yeah. Our guardian, our knight. No, it has to be loot though. Who could the attendants be? Gray robes? Do you think those people are gonna treat mine well? I don't know. Oh. Yeah. Yeah? Well, what if I told you there's a lot of money to be made from that workshop that could, you know, trickle into the church? I'm sure their tune would change immediately and be like, oh, no, no, no. Go open up more stores. Money, 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 money. Employ the orphans. Well, now we're thinking. A lot. Too much. Yo, he's onto her, man. He's onto her. He's a different kind of caliber of a man. More than a 7-year-old should. Alright. More privileges, come on. Sure, she's a librarian. Hell yeah. He was a bystander that let, you know, evil Santa Claus almost like take you away from your parents and have your parents killed. But hey, fuck it, let's go books! Was that rude? I feel like that might have been a little rude to say that line, and that's why Effa covered her mouth up. Yep, baited with the books. He is very reasonable. This kind of feels like Benno is sending in a secret agent in to infiltrate into the temple to further his enterprise of child labor through the orphans. In a way, it kind of is. Oh, wait, who's looking? Who's that? Oh, Eustace. Eustace from the OVA is still here. Eckhart, he's not here. Lutz mama. Alright. I noticed everyone's already carrying these bags. This is the stuff that mine made. I don't know when this went so commercial and public, but I did see her carrying that around in the OVA too. Good girl. Okay. I just realized, Aunt Carla, what is this clip holding her mantle cape thing together? Is that like the fang of a wild animal? If it is, that goes hard. That's aura right there. No, it's not dragon tooth. You're crazy. Secret, secret. Eustace! They're on to you, girl. She smacked him up with that bag, bro. Thank you, Aunt Carla. Shindencho. Shinkancho, sorry, he's doing the homework. This is from the OVA, too. No, this is OVA. I remember this distinctly. Yeah, that's right. It's actually so funny how the tables here are just barrels. I guess it's efficient. And also, it's the pub, what's it called? Yeah, let me get sort of subs. The dog. The dog, bro. They throw the scraps for the dog here. We got the tavern pet here. I wonder if the dog has a name. Does anyone know the dog's name? I don't need money anymore. Hey! Let's go! Is she? I think I made the same kind of comment before about how God listened to Mine's words and put her in this world because of her love for books. Benno's water goddess? The water goddess, I forgot the lore, but it probably has to do with, like, you know, just luck, good fortune, just good things happening. Still. Yeah, especially after that interaction. Then. Gunther's probably right. Like, on paper, we'll be noble status, but do you really think other noble kids will treat us like that? I doubt it. What about the other adult noble people? I doubt it. What about the peasants? They're going to be hating on her. So I feel like she's gonna get shit on from every side. Yeah. Abducted by nobles out of town? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Kidnappers? True, true, true. Threats beyond the border. Let's go, Gunther! Eustace. Eustace, he listened to everything there, bro. So, I'm not, obviously, overtly excited at the thought of a child being kidnapped. In the context of an anime, maybe I am. But I'm more excited about the threat beyond the border now, right? Of like, who are these people? Nobles from out of town, they want to abduct her? If I didn't watch that OVA, I would think Eustace is an evil person that wants to abduct mine. You know? They make him seem so evil right now. Infiltrated. Oh shit. They got eyes everywhere. I mean, didn't Shinkancho literally send it though? It's not like random people from the temple or nobles. It's like the high priest specifically already knew about Mine's workshop and other intel. Bro is... He's playing the game. Aw. I'll protect you, Mine. What a man. My knight. Both smiling. Mark II. It's adorable. Okay, okay. OV stuff again? OV stuff again? And then that was the, how much gold was it? 1 big gold, 7 smalls or something? And it was like, oh my god, what? Yeah, that's right. Here's another product. We told Frida we'd be doing this, right? Fancy. Oh, scrumptious. So fluffy. Fua fua. Umai? Oh, it is. Okay. Caught. He got caught. Sugar, very important commodity. Very rare. Mine is right. And you know what? The more I think about it, the more I realize it makes sense why we would have, you know, gone with Frida for specifically these pound cakes. Frida and the chef. Gokigenyo. Bro got mugged by a 7-year-old child. That's crazy. This is your op? This is your competition? You're getting rolled, bro. This what? The chef. The more that I look at the chef, I just think about Aunt Carla. You know, because same hair color and they're just built like a warrior. Man. Mrs. Lise. You sure you want to get in this industry, bro? Okay. I'll just hire them, I'll invent them. Okay. Oh, more products. None of these are very Japanese food at all. But I guess mine is a very big enthusiast of it, huh? Yo, she should... Ramen. Like in Tensura. Lately in Tensura, they've been popping up with Japanese cuisine, right? And oh my god, they're... I don't know if these people would enjoy the Japanese food, though. What's in Italy? What's a pizza? Okay. I just assume she's crazy. I do kind of want Effa and Tuli to kind of press on mine and be like, who are you? Right? They're not that suspicious though. Santa! Evil Santa, bro. You spell Santa, mix up the letters. You can't spell Santa without Satan. This is Satan, bro. Look at these fast sausage fingers. Because money. Donations. Donations. I knew this fat ass wouldn't oppose, bro. The moment money's involved, it doesn't matter. It straight up does not. Money first and then faith, maybe. Eustace. Ooh. Even an orphan will do. So obviously he's not learned his lesson and he's gonna keep beefing, and I think it's actually better that way, right? I think that it's gonna be funnier if we constantly keep beefing and we come out on top. His goal is to make her life hell and squeeze out all the mana and money. Wonder what we'll do to him. Donations! Donations! Shinkancho, I think, realizes what a pathetic man he is, right? I don't know, I feel like everyone in the room is aware that like the High Bishop, he is so corrupt, he is not a holy man. This dude is so wicked, but at the same time they can't talk back. We should kill the bishop and have Shinkancho promotion. I'm just saying it's an option. He does that a lot. Before, I think it was about how does this kid know so much, right? He would touch his head like that. And another one where, right, he does this and then he kind of says something. I want him to talk shit more rather than keep it in. Oh, the classic intermission scene. Maya's doing the fern walk. She's doing that walk. Oh shit, that's a hater. It's one of the bishops. Yeah. He's just shitting on the church already. Then again, mine shit on the whole prayer thing before. Mine, Sama. Alright. Fifth bell. Bye. 5 p.m? I don't know. Because she is noble class now. And they have been trained so hard and abused where it's just like, yup, we're trash, just treat us like that. Huh. But what a terrible precedence to be setting, right? What a crazy doctrine where it's just like, know your fucking place and nobles can do anything and get away with anything and you shut the fuck up, right? Like that seems to be the mindset instilled onto these people. Yo, this guy has a big ass carpet. That's a magic carpet, bro. Look at him smiling. He kind of has a Hitler stash though. You can't keep up. Oh! Nah, this is intentional. Nah. He walking fast on purpose right now. She can't keep up. Nah, this fuck. He's doing it on purpose. Noble? You did not have to say that, bro. You don't have to say it out loud. Now, when he said it, probably both of us, but definitely the guy in the gray. Oh, peasant! Poor! Look at those eyes, damn. Yeah. Every day is a reminder that you're lesser than. What do you think that's gonna do to a person? They're gonna crash the fuck out. The culture and the overall management here is insane. Why would you ever run a place like that? I feel like, if anything, the church should be a place where hierarchy is absolved. It should be all about faith and how loyal you are to God. Noble status means nothing. Peasant status means nothing. It should be based on meritocracy of faith within the church. But you instill the same system of comparison with even clothing difference to make you stand out. Dude, like, I crashed the fuck out. But they can't because they have no other option. They're orphan kid. They have no power. Mine has to go in there and change the hierarchy. Just like flatten this fucked up case system. Fancy. Every one of these artifacts, I feel like, are belonging to the gods that we saw, right? I'm pretty sure there was a girl holding up this cup, right? I'm pretty sure there was a person with the cup. It is. I think this is all the god lore shit. That means that they're real. It could be, like, I don't know, replicas, but shit, this could be from the mythological age. Fealty ceremony.
春の気色しき冬を越え燃えいずる若い命の気色は青大きく高く育つ命の目指すべき高き空の色豊かな実りに色づき
The harvest. They need the mana for that. The chalice. The mana sucking chalice.
では誓いの言葉私の言葉を復唱するように定々たる大空を司る
O righteous and divine rulers of the high heavens, mighty king and queen of dark and light. O righteous and divine. Alright, whatever. Is this Gunther? Yeah, I feel like this is Gunther, bro. Is he a descendant? Why does mine have this much power? We were asking, right, questions about the legacy. Whether or not bloodline matters for mana. And apparently nobles have all that shit. So, Gunther... Is this Thule? Is this Thule? Wait a minute! Is that Corina? The more I look at these characters, I'm like, wait a minute! Oh, I feel like I've seen Effa, Thule, and Gunther here. I don't know who this would be. The god of life. The freaky guy. The eternal five. Yeah, the bishop should say that, bro. I think he needs to listen to these words and live by those words. When you drip, growth. Divine color of God of Fire, but like you would think the God of Fire would be like, you know, red, not blue. Shinkan Mikoi. I accept. She's ascending, man! Oh, literally sent by the gods, though. In a different meaning. More than just words of faith. Because this is an isekai character, man. Okay. Another one? More? Oh. And then Dogesa. Oh! Not in front of the gods! Damn, he gave up on us. Bro said stop embarrassing, bro. Just stop it. Okay, I'll go practice. My bad, Shinkancho. Now, I think something has to be said about the bountiful, colorful hairs in this show, right? All these different hairs that we saw across, you know, in season 1. I was like, it's so colorful. And obviously, these colors are specifically from, you know, like these gods. I think. Now, what's interesting about Shinkancho is, have we ever seen a character with this specific blue? Have we? Because everyone is more dark blue like Gunther and mine. Maybe I'm overthinking things and it doesn't really matter, but I feel like, I mean, even here, right? Like, everyone seems to have a distinct bold color that we've seen before, yet, bro, like, this dude, he just has a very light blue. Maybe it doesn't matter, but the hair colors are pretty cool, and the god stuff, it's pretty cool. And now I'm thinking, you know, Gunther is straight up. Well, rather than Gunther being like the descendant of the god of fire, I feel like everybody with that colors, right? These are all like descendants of those gods of the past. I don't know. What about the bishop though then, right? Because if you look at the god of life, this guy, creepy guy, right? I mean, he kind of has that gray hair, but I feel like this is like cool gray hair. While the bishop is just old and, you know, the color just faded away, so it's not like gray like that. Bendo's hair might be more like that, right? I don't know. Bendo's hair is very interesting. It's like a light beige, gray-esque kind of, you know, spectrum. And the god of life, maybe. I would prefer that, you know, Bendo be that rather than fucking the Santa bishop instead, bro. Cool. All right.
君のそば使いを紹介し
フランです。よろしくお願いします。
こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
君は青の衣を
Mine. Why are you talking to these peasants like they're human beings? You are a noble in blue robes. Treat them like the animals they are.
をまとうものだ。灰色神官にへりくだって接するものでは。
You're fucking us up, mine. Listen, we have clout here. We have power over them. You making us look bad, mine.
すみません。気をつけます。
Dedia.
女同士仲良くしましょうね。
Okay, she looks fun.
美人。お前すっげえチビじゃん。
Nah, execute him for that. Nah. Cut off a finger right now. You dare challenge a blue robe as a fucking peasant? Nah, off with his fingers. And then 10 years of hard labor.
俺はギル。10歳
Gil,
だ。
10 years old. Okay.
ギルは良くない態度を取ったと。
Correct him.
私が
Correct him, mine.
もう少し
Crush him.
言葉遣いを。
Darth mine right now. You fucking dare?
新館長、私今までそば必要ないんです。
ダメだ。青の衣をまとうは義務だ。
そうなんですか。
君は
Heroes always
彼
have
らの
attendants.
主としければならない。
Their master.
ふさわしい。
Manners. Wonder which one is sent by the bishop. Because, you know, the bishop said that he's going to be sending his own too. I feel like the grown-up one in the purple might have been that one.
どうしたあるの
Arno.
しばらくここ。
Okay. Awkward.
もうせっかく神殿長好きになれたのに
Cartoon changed.
相手が女じゃ
The real personality comes
バカ
out.
にしてるよなってただの平民なんだ
Here
ろ
we go. We're getting challenged.
言葉が過ぎる。マイン様、舐めるように。
Correct him.
先ほど新館長もおっ
What's
しゃった
mine
で
gonna
しょ
do though?
言動だね
Oh.
期待してもらうね
Oh.
決
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna fold over
ま
that.
ったもう交代なんてできるわけないでしょ
Nah.
あたんと困っ
Well, here we go. We found it. She's just being honest with it, huh? So, well, thanks, I guess. Stupid. Okay, leak it all you want.
あんたを困らせるように頼まれてるの神殿長にそうよ愛人になるんだか
This girl is a menace. Now her potential is too strong. Thank you, Eddie for the 6 months. When she grows up to be an adult, I think she actually could reach that status. This is terrifying. No. She's the one grooming the High Bishop. This is crazy. I gotta say, she's got ambition though, and she knows how to use her charms and appeal. Like, she knows that she is limited as a peasant, but even a peasant can rise up using, like, especially if you are a conventionally attractive woman. Very dangerous child here. Jesus. 8-year-old kid, by the way, thinking like this. Like, what the fuck? Girls have it easy. Bro hating that she's gonna open an OnlyFans. I mean, if we think about what they can do as peasants, the girls can absolutely seduce men in power to do that. What can he do? It's sad because it's the only position the girls can aspire to be, especially when you're a peasant class like this. No education, no nothing, no business, nothing. That's all. That's actually a really sad state of affairs that she thinks like this too. Also, yeah, Gil I think is selling himself short. This is the church. We know what they do with young boys at churches, right? Ooh. They're cooking mine. Crushing! Absolutely, it does. This is a very, like, this dialogue obviously is kind of funny in nature because of how shocking it is, but truly portrays a different culture and customs of how people are incentivized differently because of the caste system. Like, this is kind of dangerous. Like, the temple is fucked. Fran's easy to work with. Very interesting characters though. 2 bratty kids and 1 mature grown-up. Very interesting. Alright, outro stuff? Do we still do the same shit? Yeah, we do. There it is, 1.7. I remembered. This is OVA, bro. Yeah, fair market price. I agree. Oh, that's cool. He has like a bird. White roses, Oshinoko shit. This looks like an older mine too. Cool design. And that's the first episode of season 2. Great start. And I am very intrigued by the power dynamics within the church itself. The way that it's ran, how differently these orphan kids think. So just going by it, right? Fran seems to be the mature, obviously grown up that is just doing business, right? But who knows what he's really thinking? But based on how he said, hey, no need to, you know, like say sorry to me out the gate. They're all really deep into the Kool-Aid. Delia is convinced that this is the only way to climb the ladder, and I guess it is. But I feel like mine should show Delia and the other kids that your life isn't limited to just pouring yourself out. There's other things that you can do, but they just can't possibly think of it like that because they don't know the outside world. With mine in here, she even talked about the potential of, you know, hiring the kids, right? You know, more child labor at Bendo's place. But while it is shocking and funny, it's also a really sad state of affairs that they can only think like this. Overall, the war between the High Bishop and mine continues, and I can't wait to see how we're going to just, you know, we're gonna fuck him up. Ain't no way he's the one that's gonna be squeezing mine. We're gonna be one squeezing Santa for all he got. But it's gonna be tough out here to survive. That's it from me. If you're still here though, if you enjoyed this reaction, please like the video. Check out the other playlists for even more content. And until next time, take care.